And we are here for what is going to be the last and final game of 8 in the Ken Schumann Classic here in 2021. And today we've called 3 games already, just finishing up a thriller of a loss for the Boxer women's program. Now it is time for the Boxers men's to try to make up for that and protect home for at least one of the Boxers basketball programs here today. They both came away with a clean sweep yesterday, and we are now underway. Luke Winkler passes it to Mario Mora as the Boxers start off with the basketball first. Winkler picking up his dribble.
And the calm of an early morning fishing trip with your dad just immediately broken as this game is underway. Boxers coming out with a lot of energy.
And the shot clock running out. Winkler going to have to put it up. He does off the glass. The shot's no good, as
and there's
sort of
Chung
expected.
Coming up with the steal.
Winkler with it. Looking what to do with it next as his dribble is picked up. Bolger drives, goes downhill, and Bolger finishes.
All right, big
and
fella.
Here's the Boxers applying pressure per usual. They overplay just about everything. They like to pick up full court, and hopefully they can have some success doing so tonight. Nice bounce pass underneath, going up,
wow,
and not able to make the wild shot there with Sanchez, but he got his own rebound and was fouled by Mora.
Mario Mora trying to get in among the trees to get that rebound and comes up with a foul instead.
So the starters for each team, starting for Pacific, is Mario Mora, Sean Cotton Jr., Ethan Chung, Luke Winkler, and Jacob Bolger. In the case of the guest University St. Thomas, Freddie Ricks III, Kalen Anderson,
here comes Cotton Jr.
Joshua
and Mora,
Sanchez,
and they capitalize on that 2-on-1 fast break. Great action.
Juan Hood, as well as Ricky Altamirano. And the Boxers starting up 4-0 already. Ball poked out from behind. It'll stay with the Celts.
Yeah, the Celts, every single player on their roster from Texas. You got to understand, they got great recruiting archives to pull from. That's a deep pool down there in Texas.
Absolutely, and Bolger coming up with the block shot there. And the Boxers pushing it the other way. Winkler with it, and he'll be fouled. Being charged with that foul will be Hood.
Great defensive energy by the Boxers, coming out early, just swarming passing lanes.
Oh, well, get used to it, my friend. This is all they know. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's still what they're going to do. For sure, this Boxer defense under head coach Justin Lunt, he has a pretty unique style of playing. Bolger going up inside, and Bolger able to finish. Now look at these guys. They extend full court.
No one's even back half court yet.
Exactly. Look, the back end is wide open, but they're committing pretty much all 5 to try to disrupt early on in the offense. But look at Cotton there coming away with the steal. He'll go up and finish for the Boxers. And a fast start for Pacific. Just what Coach Lunt is looking for, and he is fired up. And the Boxers starting off with the 8-0 lead over University of St. Thomas, and we've got a 30-second timeout.
Well, that's just good stuff. Boxers coming out and punching them in the mouth early with an 8-0 run to start the game. And I tell you what, if you keep that type of energy, it's going to be a long night for the Celts.
Absolutely, and that is totally the plan that the Boxers would like to execute, is to play fast and get their opponents out of control, rattle them early, and get a pretty significant lead. And the Boxers certainly play. You've got to play with the killer mentality in this particular system.
And you think that they want to defend home court after seeing their ladies get beat? Yes, they do.
And their ladies got beaten heartbreak fashion, losing their first game of the year. A nice finish there for Anderson.
As he breaks the Celts drought there.
The Boxers yet to miss a basket so far in this game. St. Thomas getting their first basket there from Anderson. 8-2 lead for Pacific.
Oh, wide
Chung
open.
with the straightaway three-pointer, and the Boxers finally missed. Chung going to be charged with the foul, trying to rebound his own miss.
But he followed a shot in, Devon.
Followed the shot. You're not mad at it, but it could be read as a little bit of false toughness, being frustrated, missing such a wide open shot, and then committing the foul shortly after. (8-2) lead for the Boxers.
Celts will inbound.
And the ball is in. Celts have it. They break the front half of the pressure, but you see the Boxers still swarming in the half court, forcing a turnover there. And it'll be Pacific basketball. They swarm all 94 feet all game long.
And I'm beginning to see that. And again, it's like even if you don't get the steal at the point of contact, errant passes, I mean, that's what you're going to love to live on if you're the Boxers.
Absolutely. It can be demoralizing turning the ball over playing against this style of defense, or you can gain confidence if you figure out a way to break it down and get easy buckets on the back end of the pressure. Littlefield passes it off, shooting the three-pointer there is Wagner.
You got to put that back up.
Yeah, and that'll be a shot clock violation on Pacific.
He didn't realize it didn't hit the rim, I'm thinking, or maybe just instinctually, big man grabs it, tries to kick it back out, but didn't have enough time for all of that.
And Cattell guarding in the backcourt. Ball skipped into the front court. Now with it is Golazewski. Let's see. Golazewski.
There he goes.
Golazewski.
There he goes. Ah, the turnover by the Boxers.
I'm going to say it 5. Golazewski. I think I got it figured out now.
Don't say it one more time. He'll come up in the stands, man.
No, he won't. He's got business to handle on the floor.
you know how it goes. His ancestors will come up and tell us how to pronounce that name right.
Absolutely. 8-2 lead for Pacific, just under 16 and a half remaining here in the first half. Again, this is our now 4th game of the day. I called 2 by myself yesterday, so certainly excited to have a partner in Spencer Williams alongside me here as my voice is going down, down, down. I'll be drinking a lot of tea for the remainder of the weekend, trying to get it back.
Yeah, you're looking like you might need to be sponsored by Halls, too. Boy, them things have been on your side. They feel like more of a partner than I.
Yeah, got to have them.
As a foul on the ground.
Trying to keep the throat soothed.
Well, we've been going all day.
Yeah, and I won a couple games yesterday and then did another game the night before that at Portland State, so I've been going all week. But I ain't complaining. No better place to be than inside the gym. Missed shot there. Bolger with the rebound. Bringing it the other way is Winkler. Winkler swings it to the corner to Cattell. Cattell in the Bolger. Bolger being doubled, kicks it out to Cattell for the corner three-pointer, and Cattell can't hit. Coming up with the rebound was Anderson.
Woo!
And again, they continue to swarm, and a nice block by Anderson on Ethan Chung. After some stifling defense, Anderson said, "Get that out of my house." Ball kicked out, pump fake, put on the deck by Altamirano. Now it's up top with Golazewski. He passes it to Anderson. Anderson finds the backdoor cutter in Sanchez, and we'll have a foul on the floor. Sanchez will shoot a pair.
Yeah, he bumped him coming over the back, but did get a clean contact on the ball, so you like to see that effort. They're going to get a quick timeout on the floor.
So we've got a media. 15:29 remaining here in the first half. 8-2 lead for the Boxers. We'll be right back here with you just after this break. Both teams heading back out onto the floor. And Sanchez will shoot a pair of free throws here coming out of the media timeout.
And the Celtics just looking to get some offense generated here as the Boxers' stifling defense has proven to be troublesome for them as the first of two goes down.
Nice shot there from Sanchez.
And our Boxer faithful just keeping the energy going.
Yeah, I got a message on Instagram that the camera up here right to the left of us was shaking during the women's game as the Boxer crowd was stomping. We're up here in the stands.
Well, I know it wasn't Lily. She's got the most deft hand in the game, keeping it steady as a rock up there.
Absolutely. Lily controlling the camera for you all that are watching the broadcast, so shout out to her. Ball skipped to Mora. He's going to have to launch a super deep three-pointer. It comes off the back iron. Sanchez with the rebound for the Celts.
Deep and falling away. Still almost got it off.
Baseline drive for St. Thomas. Ball kicked to the corner. Another baseline drive. A cutter coming down the lane and a nice finish there.
That's good ball
by
movement.
Altamirano. Good
That's
ball
nice.
movement by the Celts. Good player movement as well offensively to be able to find the holes within the Boxer defense. And that possession ultimately ended in an Altamirano bucket, excuse me.
Well, that's the basis of good ball movement. You got to go where others aren't on the floor, don't you?
And we've got an offensive foul. It'll be on Jacob Bolger. And head coach Justin Lunt not happy about it. Coach Lunt really intense. You've got to be intense with the playing style that the Boxers play. There's just no way it would work without high intensity and a bang out on the back end of the pressure by Anderson.
And that's what they're looking for to try to break that full court press, is to get something leaking.
Nice shot by Mario Mora, pulling up for three.
I knew he was going to get one dropping here anytime soon. And
again on the back end is Anderson. Pump fakes. Bolger fouls in and one underneath.
Yeah, that's been there for him the entirety of this opening sequence. And you know, the Boxers are going to need to clean that up. Coach is on their necks about it right now as we speak.
And the Boxers lead by one, but Anderson with an opportunity to tie it up if he does indeed complete the three-point play here. And the back end of that defense is where you find openings, but it gets hectic on the front end of it, so you got to be able to try to get the ball past the plethora of Boxer defenders that are overplaying and pressuring up front. Cattell passing it out to Chung. Chung crossing over, trying to get into the paint. Dribbles out, crosses over, gets in, spins, goes up with the left hand, which is his strong hand, and he finishes, putting the Boxers up two. Pressure in the backcourt. Winkler is guarding Golazewski. Cattell coming to trap. They skip it across half court. A pass to Sanchez cutting, and he finishes on the back end of the pressure.
Boxers are trying to make that negotiation between pressing hard and getting back, and right now the Celts are playing it perfectly as Ethan Chung drives, kicks to Bolger. Bolger up and knocks it down.
A nice short jumper made from the big fella there.
Oh!
Yeah, he might have got a foot on the sideline there,
he got away with it right in front of the ref.
Mid-range jumper is good from Golazewski, and we're all knotted up at 15.
Boxers looking for a screen from Bolger coming down, and there's a foul. Foul on the ground on the number 5. Kalen Anderson, excuse me.
A new 5 ready to come in for Pacific. A common thing, 5 in, 5 out substitution patterns for the Boxers because they are going to pressure relentlessly, and you got to try to keep fresh legs on the floor to be able to do so.
You need that luxury to keep up that intensity, no doubt about it. Entry pass goes in, and we got a
Ridley with the straightaway three-pointer. He can't make it. Cotton Jr. comes up. He misses. Littlefield tries to tip it in. He gets fouled in the process. Falls hard, but he gets up, and we'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
That second chance opportunity is great for the Boxers. You see them crashing hard on the boards. I mean, they're just playing like a great, like a solid unit right now. But I mean, the Cells, they're keeping it close. This is sure to be a great game as we are about halfway through the first half.
Well, we'll see how sure it'll be, because with this playing style, this game can crack wide open for either team. If the Boxers are executing, runs tend to be expedited. But if they're not executing, runs tend to be expedited by the opposing team, who figures out how to break down this pressure.
You got to watch the leak. Here he comes.
Ball crosses half court. With it is out to Marino. He's guarded by Ridley, both wearing the number 34. Out to Marino, finds a back cutter, another cutter down the middle, which was Anderson. He kicks it out, a pump fake, crossover, pull up Jay, and it comes off the back iron from Hood there. Littlefield bringing it up the floor for Pacific. And the screen is set for him by Corey. Corey has it in the paint, kicks it out to Ridley. Ridley passes it to Littlefield. Littlefield puts it on the deck, puts up the floater. It's short. Anderson grabs the rebound. Pressure in the backcourt. Ridley and Littlefield both were guarding the ball there. And a wide open 3-pointer is missed by Altamirano. And Sean Cotton going to take it himself. Can he finish? And he does.
Beautiful touch off that front rim to knock that little runner in the lane off the glass down.
Nice play from Cotton Jr. there, able to finish. Another wide open 3-pointer, and that one's good from Nguyen. Big time shot there by Andrew Nguyen.
Andrew Nguyen, yeah, he's a shooter for them. I was watching him warm up. He's got a sweet stroke. You're going to want to watch him going forward. Still a 1-point game for the Boxers.
Absolutely. Both teams competing hard thus far. Littlefield driving baseline, looking for a teammate. Passes it out to Ridley. Ridley makes the extra pass. The straightaway 3-pointer is short there from Caden Wagner. And errant pass goes out of bounds after an overthrow that should have resulted in a wide open layup. But it doesn't. 10:51 remains here in the first half. We got another media timeout. The Boxers lead by 1 at home. We'll be back here with you shortly after the media on the Boxers Sports Network. And the ball is in. Pacific has it. And with it is Cattell. Spinning, going up with the offhand there was Ethan Chung. A strong finish with the right. Chung, the lefty.
That's his offhand. And there comes that pressure again, Devon. And look at, they are leaking and just, Boxers are dodging bullets on those leak passes that could result in some easy buckets, but they end up corralling them, and Celtics look to run.
Ball up top, straightaway 3-pointer is up, and there's a miss.
That's good stuff. You want to see that if you're the Boxers. Let him have that all day.
Another straightaway 3-pointer is up, and that one's good.
I put the cart before the horse on that last one. Don't let him have it all day.
A nice hit. Ball being swung around. Mora stepping back, launching a 3-pointer, and he knocks it down.
Whoa, look out.
One of the better shooters for the Boxers is Mario Mora, already knocking down a couple 3-pointers today, and on the back end of the pressure, finishing was Altamirano. And again, this game continues to be a close one as a new 5 set to check in for Pacific on the next dead ball. Chung pump fakes, drives, finds Bolger, and a bang out. But a charging foul will be called instead on Chung. That was almost a head top being smashed in. But instead, look at Bolger tapping his head as he walks off the floor because he knows that almost got ugly.
He said, you better watch out, little fella. I'm a big time player down there. And 2 hands for safety. Ain't nothing safe about that dunk, though, I tell you what. You want to have that one back, but it's all good. That pick and roll action looks great for the Boxers, and it's going to be there for him most of this night. I can almost guarantee it, especially with the big fella Bolger, 6'6", down there, coming out of Portland, Oregon. Out of Cleveland High School. What do you know?
And now, ball in the front court. Ball swung around, 3-pointer is shot. Shot's no good. Guy Littlefield bringing it up for Pacific. Sean Cotton throws it in. Ridley finds a flasher, ball out to Littlefield. He'll shoot the 3-pointer. It comes off the back iron. Pushing it up the floor is St. Thomas.
And now the Boxers
crossover, nice pass. Can he finish? He cannot. And Ridley will corral the loose rebound.
Boxers are starting to get hip to them leaking out. You can see him covering that weak side.
Hood has it. He'll swing it to Nguyen, who will shoot the 3-pointer. Nguyen's shot comes off the front iron. Guy Littlefield bringing it the other way for Pacific. Passes it to Cotton, who swings it to Ridley.
Ooh.
Jab, 3-pointers up. Ridley can't hit.
Cotton with
grabs
a
the board, though.
Rebound.
Hicks now has it, passes it to Littlefield, who pump fakes, puts it on the deck, spins into the key, kicks it to Cotton, who shoots the wing 3-pointer, and it rattles in and out.
Yeah, they're going to call foul down there on the ground. Ball's going to go the other way. Just a couple of missed shots. I mean, you know, these things are going in and coming right back out. You're absolutely right, Devon. This game has all the makings for one that can just bust wide open. A couple of these shots fall in succession, especially for the Boxers. This stadium will go nuts. I'm sitting up here at top, and I can see a bunch of avid Boxer fans, students and alumni and parents and locals alike. Everyone having a great time down here at the Solar Center at the Ken Schubin Classic. Of course, Pacific University basketball sponsored by Pizza Schmitza. Hungry? Pizza Schmitza. Go on down to Forest Grove Main Street. Get yourself a nice slice, a beverage. Have yourself a nice night after watching some quality Boxer basketball here in Forest Grove, Oregon on this cold, dark, but crystal clear Saturday night.
We certainly did have some sun showing today here on this fall day. We know that certainly is a luxury.
Yeah.
As the weather
no doubt about it. This
can
time
be a
of year,
bit ugly. Even though it was still cold, just seeing the sun is a luxury around these parts.
We're going to get set to get to more action going in this first half. 7:54 remaining. It's going to be 2 shots at the line for the Celts.
Shooting the free throw here will be Sanchez, excuse me.
Both teams perfect from the field, and Sanchez will keep it that way. I'm sorry, from the free throw line, excuse me.
Sanchez with an opportunity to take the lead here for St. Thomas. And he knocks that one down. Winkler bringing it up the floor for the home team. He'll come off the Bolger screen, and a nice finish there by Luke Winkler.
Yeah.
And the Boxers setting right up to apply pressure.
Great balance coming off of that first step to drive his shoulder and keep upright. And nice finish off the glass.
Ball thrown in the short corner, skipped across to the opposite wing, and a sweet-looking shot from Austin Arnold, knocking down the tray.
Oh, he's fired up about that one. He's clapping at his own bench. He's trying to get everyone involved there as the Celtics take a 2-point lead.
Bolger shoots the elbow jumper. It's way too strong.
Loving it. Good jump ball. Great action from the Boxers. Diving on the floor. You love to see that defensive effort. I mean, you know what? That is just what the Boxers seemingly are known for, aren't they? They're just working super hard on that defensive end, so much so that they're willing to put their bodies on the line, Devon, to try to go ahead and get jump balls, second chance points. You know, I love to see it, and that's what's keeping them, you know, super close in this game right now is that defensive intensity as the Celtics look to bring it up the floor. Feeling every bit of that full court press by the Boxers.
The ball handed off to Nguyen. Nguyen tried to pass it underneath, but Bolger coming away with the steal. Winkler has it. Crosses over. Passes it to Mora.
Oh, almost
near the NCAA logo. Mora with the step back jumper. Too strong. Hits nothing. Grabbing a rebound there was Ricks III. He throws it up the floor. Ball on the wing, skipped across to Ricks III once again, who drives middle and an easy layup.
Yeah, he beat
as
him
he
on
blew
that
by
step.
the defender off the dribble. Chung has it for Pacific, who's down by 4. St. Thomas bench trying to get their guys excited over there.
And they are just hounding any action on that end of the floor, especially when the Boxers have it in their hands. And, you know, you got to understand, it is not easy to have the opposing bench barking in your ear as you're trying to make something happen over there in that corner.
Absolutely. Ball thrown in from Hicks. Littlefield now has it. Littlefield faces up, pump fakes, drives middle, kicks it to Hicks, who jabs. Throws it to Ridley in the corner. Ridley going to drive baseline. Kicks it to the opposite corner to Hicks, who throws up the one-handed shot. Can't make it. And now pushing it the other way is St. Thomas, skipping it up the floor. The Arnold three-pointer is up. He can't hit that one. And the Boxers need to try to find some offense here. They're one of their last 7 from the field. And Guy Littlefield holding on to it up top. Coming to set the screen is Corey. Littlefield kicks it to Hicks, who's definitely going to shoot that one, but that's off.
Maybe a little too open on that one for Hicks.
It happens that way sometimes.
Indeed it
In the
does.
front court is St. Thomas. A corner 3 from Austin Arnold. He can't hit it, and Hicks grabs the board.
Austin Arnold just letting it fly, letting that thing sing from that corner, and you keep giving him opportunities, he's going to knock him down, so the Boxers really need to
Hicks
tighten
get
up.
the ball stripped from him. Freddie Ricks III pushing it the other way, kicks it to the corner. Corner three-pointer is up, and bang, bang, bang. Big-time shot there from Altamirano. The Celts up 7 on the road.
Yeah, you know, the closeout, that's what they're going to look for, I'm assuming, coming into the, the late under 5 minutes of this half. Boxers are letting it slip away, at least in the first half. Because
nice strip there from Sanchez, but the ball will stay with Pacific. New 5 coming onto the floor for the Boxers.
And not a second too soon, Devon. They were looking like they were getting a little tired. Again, just, the leaking and trying to get back on defense. And then as soon as that ball penetrates deep, they look to kick it right back out to the Celtics. The Boxers get it to Mora up top, and he lets
Mora
it go.
launches. He can't hit. And the Boxers grab the rebound, still trying to break this 8-0 run of St. Thomas. Chung not quite able to do it there as he couldn't finish, but he'll still go to the line with an opportunity for 2 free throws here.
Yeah, Ethan Chung has been all over the place early so far tonight, and he's being rewarded for it. Glad to see that the refs are looking for energy and effort and trying to reward him with fouls, because that's exactly what the Boxers need right now, to get a couple of points on the board while the clock is stopped. As Chung puts his first one up, sinks it, nothing but the bottoms there.
Substitution for the guest team. Adam Kanafani coming onto the floor from Houston, Texas.
You said that kind of funny. What was it, Kanafani?
Kanafani.
Okay.
And both free throws made there. Kanafani in the front court passes it off. And
almost got his hand on it, does Chung. Great effort. Right back up top for the Celtics. A one-on-one situation.
Hood with the take. He can't finish, but he does draw the foul on Ethan Chung. That'll be Chung's third personal, I believe.
Oh, he's going to be seeing some bench time. No question.
You never know, though, because, again, these 5-in, 5-out shifts, at least in the first half of play. In the second half, usually Coach Lunt has the 5 out there that he's most comfortable with, but Chung will be coming out as Ridley will come to replace him.
And he knew it. He was confirmed with Coach on the sideline, and he gave him the nod. Yeah, son, you got to sit down. We're going to need you later on.
Absolutely. So Chung has 3, so we won't see him for the remainder of the half. And Hood knocking down both free throws there. 7-point lead for the Celts, 4:20 remaining. Trayvon Ridley turning it over for Pacific. Ricks the third with it in the front court, passes it across to Hood. Hood guarded by Bolger, and he hit it over Bolger, even though there was a foul called prior to the jumper. Let's see who it was on here. It'll be on Luke Winkler. Double bonus for the Celts as the Boxers have fouled 10 times already here today. So at the line for St. Thomas is Kalen Anderson. I got a friend with the same name, but he's back in the Bay Area. Happens to be the brother of Super Bowl champion and former Denver Broncos running back C.J. Anderson. And they're both now coaching at Monte Vista High School out in the Bay Area. The corner three-pointer is up. It goes in and out. Ridley with it. Passes it across to Cattell, who brings it across half court. Cattell passes it away to the opposing team. Hood has it dribbling up.
Arnold.
He kicks it to Arnold. Arnold likes that shot. Can't hit it. Missed his last 3. But he'll keep pulling the trigger. Ooh, a nice move. And an even better pass. And a finish for Anderson. What a play there by Juan Hood, who's the playmaker out there right now.
Yeah, he is.
9-point lead for St. Thomas. Winkler picks up his dribble. The Boxers haven't been able to find much offense here. Mora misses that three-pointer.
And another leak out, and you got to.
And just like I told you, this thing can break wide open for either team.
Yeah, yes it can.
Right now it's working in the favor of St. Thomas as the Boxers have missed their last 6 field goals. Haven't made a field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. And we've got a media timeout on the floor. 9-point lead for St. Thomas. We'll be back here with you just after the break. And the first free throw good there from Ricks the third. The Celts now up by double digits with a 10-point lead.
And then Boxer cheerleaders imploring these fans to make a little bit of noise.
And the second free throw good as well. The Boxers going to have to figure it out offensively. 6-0 run right now currently. Another Boxer turnover, and they get it right back.
Let's see if he can make something happen. He needs to play a little bit more
Ridley going to drive all the way.
And that's exactly what we want to see.
But follows
that's what I'm
up
talking about.
On his own miss. And
I've been waiting for him to
Trayvon Ridley
play a little bit more aggressively. Now he's coming. That's great news. That's great news for the Boxers.
And ball being swung by St. Thomas. Baseline drive will result in a foul on the floor, but regardless, we'll get 2 free throws as the Boxers have fouled 10 plus too many times.
Yeah.
Going to shoot free throws will be Kanafani.
And the ref was trying to find him as he was walking back over to the huddle.
First free throw is missed. The whole 5 was going over to the huddle. No, brother, you got to shoot free throws.
You got some business to attend to down here on this line.
And now I see why he wanted to go to the bench, missing both of those. Boxer basketball. Ridley has it.
With a little
Passed
added
it to Mora.
confidence.
Mora coming off the screen.
There he is down low. You're missing him. You got to post the big fella up. There
Ridley
he is.
finds Bolger inside. Nice pass and a great finish.
That's good stuff.
Nice big man to big man connection from Ridley to Bolger.
Right. They got muscle down there, Devon. They really got to start using it because they're not finding anything.
Again, just the rarity of his playing style for Pacific. You don't see much back to the basket action. They'd like to get out in transition. Dunks and layups tend to be the style of play. So that half-court setting where you feed the big on the block and let him go to work is not necessarily common with what they try to do.
Well, their
three-pointer on the left wing is no good.
Yeah, that's gonna
but
hurt
St. Thomas gets the rebound, and going right back up and missing was Anderson. And we've got a foul on the floor.
Yeah, Boxers shooting a paltry 2 of 14, 14% from beyond the arc. 33% from, 39% from the field isn't much better, obviously, but, you know, maybe that back to the basket post stuff, they'll be able to find some success as they look to go right back to Bolger at the top of the key, and he swings that ball around.
But again, look here, nobody on the block right now. Bolger trying to get in the mid-post area. He wants a pass to be thrown to him, but instead he's going to come out and set the screen.
They're looking
and
for a
they like to find him as a roller more so than a post-up player.
Yeah, I can see that. He's fighting down there to post up. Boxers are going to inbound the ball at the baseline, and there's a foul on the floor. Adam Kanafani, number 12, picks up that foul. And they're going to do it again, are the Boxers. Underneath the basket. They're stacked.
Cattell taking it out, throws it in to Bolger, who faces up, rips through, tries to drive, goes up strong, can't finish.
Oof.
And coming away with the rebound is St. Thomas. They're pushing it the other way. They can't finish. Kanafani, though, tries to go up for the second chance rebound, won't finish, draws contact, will go to the line to shoot 2.
Let's hope it's the same result as the last time he was there. He's not running back to his bench, so maybe he's feeling a little bit more confident this time around.
And he knocks that one down.
They flipped 4 of them. Who's staying? Ridley staying in.
Ridley will stay on the floor. This was the shift that he was already a part of. But remember, he had to sub in for Ethan Chung after picking up that 3rd foul. So
right.
He'll just stay on with the shift that he started with to begin the game.
Ticky-tacky, but, a good drive. There's a foul on 42, James Corey.
The Boxers just fouling away here in this game, sending St. Thomas to the free throw line. They've shot 15 free throws already in comparison to just 4 for the Boxers. The Boxers are perfect 4 for 4, and now 11 of 16 from the free throw line after that make for St. Thomas.
Yeah, Devon, coaches hate to see those types of numbers, and you know it will be addressed in the half as we fastly approach it with 1:17 to go, 10-point game. Celtics go up 42-32. Boxers are going to take it the other way.
But if the Boxers, you can't so much be mad at not getting free throw opportunities. You just got to knock down shots. As they've taken 5 more shots than St. Thomas here already in this game. They're just missing a lot of them, especially from beyond the arc.
As Hood misses his shot from beyond the arc, and the Boxers corral the rebound. Cotton Jr. up top.
And Cotton coming off the screen from Corey, passes it out to Ridley. Ridley jabs, crosses over, gonna put it on the deck downhill, and he'll get fouled and an opportunity at a 1-and-1 there after Kanafani got both hands on him.
Number 12, Adam Kanafani, second personal.
Yeah.
7 foul. Good substitution for the Boxers.
That's 7 for the Celts. A little too late there to get a little bonus love. But, you know, if the Boxers can keep it, cut it to single digits here with 42 to go, you're in not too bad of a shape, especially with the shooting numbers that you have to look at going into the half as Ridley misses that. And there's a foul underneath the basket, sort of arbitrarily, on Guy Littlefield. A Forest Grove product. It says he's here from Forest Grove, my hometown as well.
Went to Forest Grove High School.
I did, and so did he. I wasn't in anywhere near where he was when he was there, but at any rate, a Forest Grove local out here trying to get some run.
First free throw made there from Sanchez. And the second free throw comes off the back iron. Bolger giving it to Littlefield, who brings it into the front court. He comes off the Bolger screen, passes it to Wagner, who swings it to Mora. Mora keeping his dribble alive. Now Littlefield has it, calling for a screen from Bolger. And he tried to find Bolger on the roll, but Hood got his hand on it. He now has it for St. Thomas. The shot clock is no longer existent for the remainder of this half.
Yeah, you need to, when you call for the screens, you got to wait for them screens. Can't jump the gun.
And that'll be an offensive foul for sure, absolutely. Juan Hood just running over Jacob Bolger there. And Bolger was in good position to draw the charge, and indeed he did. 5.5 seconds remain here in the first half. We'll have a timeout on the floor. The Boxers will try to get another opportunity to score and make this a single-digit game before going into the locker room for halftime. Just a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay here with you on the broadcast. Again, this is the 8th and final game of the Ken Schumann Classic. Schumann, former athletic director here at Pacific, also was a former basketball coach here at Pacific as well, so certainly ingrained in Boxer athletics history. He retired a little over a year ago, and Keith Buckley, who is the former head coach of the Boxer football team, is now the athletics director here. Speaking of Boxer football, had a pretty solid season this year.
Ooh.
And that jumper's no good. 43-32 is the score here at the half. The Boxers trailing by 11. We'll be back here with you just before the start of the second half here on the Boxer Sports Network. And the last and final half of this year's Ken Schumann Classic getting ready to be underway.
It's been a doozy. We've seen a lot of good action. Let's see if the Boxers can look to close this 11-point lead as they take the ball.
Just 20 minutes remaining. A backdoor cut from Cotton. He doesn't finish, so he'll go to the line to shoot a couple free throws here.
Tried to stare that ball into the hoop there.
Fouls on number 34, Ricky Altamirano, second personal at the line, shooting 2.
Ricky Altamirano charged with the foul, his second personal. So Cotton at the line here, and he knocks down the first free throw.
Pure as the driven snow. That was so sweet.
Head coach Justin Lunt wanting to protect home, coming away with a couple of victories here. if at all possible. A solid win last night over Evergreen State. Now trying to come back from behind against the University of St. Thomas.
Good hands in the passing lane.
Jumps the passing lane. Euro step, nice move, but get it out of here, sir. Chung, you get that out of here too. Winkler now has it, kicks it to Chung in the corner, who throws it into Bolger for the short hook shot. He can't hit it. Bolger missing the jump hook there.
And he is just incensed, beside himself. You can see the frustration on Bolger's face. He wanted each and every one of those shots back, but he's going to come back. He's had tons of energy all night. He seems the type of cat that he just fights until the bitter end, and I think he's going to keep doing that.
Got to chat with his father a little bit yesterday, who sat right here in front of me during the game, and he certainly said that Bolger, he's a passionate dude. And Chung not able to finish there.
Keep hands on it, boys. And they almost come away with a nice offensive rebound as Hood looks to push the action all the way to the baseline. Comes around. Oh, and he swings right on back. Pass inside.
Nice passing underneath. Hood now has it in the corner. Steps back, looking for a teammate cutting, and Cotton Jr. coming away with the steal. Chung going to go up with it, and Cotton tried to follow up. The Chung missed, but they both failed on their attempts to put the ball in the bucket. And a block
Hood.
there from Bolger of Juan Hood. Not in my house, sir.
Bolger says, I don't know, I just do this. I don't know why he thought he could come in my doorstep, bring that mess. Take that back where you came from, sir.
And now, taking it out in front of their own sideline is St. Thomas, throwing it over the top, and a nice find. Great pass, great touch on the pass, easy finish for Sanchez. Cotton keeping the dribble, passes it out to Chung. Chung spinning, looking for a teammate. Instead, he's just going to have to go up with it, and Chung able to finish around the defender more so. And
yeah, he hooked him, and he dug around and finished with that left hand.
And missing, but putting his own miss right back in the bucket is Anderson. And the Celts lead by a dozen. Moore definitely going to launch that. He has zero conscience. If you give him just a little bit of space, he's going to pull the trigger from deep. Juan Hood misses the layup, but tipping it right back in is Ricks the third. St. Thomas leads by 14.
Yeah.
Cotton dribbling.
3-pointer.
And he goes up, and a nice finish there from Sean Cotton Jr. Much needed bucket for the Boxers here.
A nice little finish on the run in traffic by Cotton Jr. That gives him 7 on 3 of 6 gunning.
Ball at the high post. Now swung to the right wing. Driving and skipping it across the court to Hood. Now a corner three, and the corner three is good money there from Altamirano. And that'll give him 10 points on the night.
Look at that 4 of 5 shooting. He is
15-point lead for St. Thomas here. We've got a new 4 coming onto the court, or is it a new 5? Yeah, it will be a new 5 indeed, as Cattell was the final guy off the bench to come on for Pacific. I just don't think he checked in necessarily from the scorers table. Turnover, taking it the other way is Juan. Can he finish? And he does! Through traffic over Trayvon Ridley. A strong take from Juan Hood, and a little flex to follow as he has an opportunity at a 3-point play.
Yeah, Hood had him on his hip the whole way down and just kind of baited him into getting a little too frustrated, and had the wherewithal and the body control to finish through the contact, and now he's shooting his extra shot. And it goes
the Hood
off.
Free throw comes off the front iron. Littlefield passes it to Cattell, who brings it into the front court. Ridley now with it outside, passes it to Guy. Guy Littlefield, in and out dribble, trying to get inside. Picks it up, kicks it out to the corner to Wagner. Wagner with it, now passes it back to Littlefield up top. Littlefield calling for a screen from Corey, and tried to get a pick and roll action going there with Corey. They were unsuccessful. A kick ball instead. 7 seconds remaining here on the shot clock, so make it 20 as the shot clock is now reset.
And our boxer cheerleaders showing us why they're not on the soccer team as they kick that ball into the bench.
And Guy Littlefield still with it, passes it to Wagner. Wagner shoots the three-pointer, and he swishes it.
Woo! That was a nice
and
stroke.
Right back at you for the bang out is Freddie Ricks III. And that bench is fired up for St. Thomas. Cattell driving, pump fakes, goes up, and a nice finish by Jared Cattell.
Cattell's coming on. That was great patience. I mean, and look at the bench from the Celts. They're all on their feet, totally engaged in this game. And you see a little bit of, dejection from the boxer sideline. I tell you what, you really got to get your whole team involved and get positive influence from anywhere you can as Hood comes around to screen.
Hood in and out crossover, goes up with the floater, a little bit too strong. Both guys fighting for the jump ball underneath. The possession will stay with St. Thomas. Just 4 seconds on the shot clock. We'll have immediate timeout. 15:32 remaining in the final half of the Ken Schumann Classic. St. Thomas trying to sneak away with the lead, with the W, as they lead 56-42. We'll be back with you on the Boxer Sports Network shortly. And both teams back out on the floor here. Ball in. Juan Hood with it up top, calling for a screen. In and out, cross through the legs into the paint. Backs down the defender, turns it over.
Great hands by Littlefield in them passing lanes, just staying active as he spins, kicks, and
way too strong on that high arcing three-pointer from Cattell. And we've got a foul on the floor.
That's going to go on Littlefield, number 4. And that's his third personal foul.
So that foul will be charged to Guy Littlefield, the Forest Grove native.
And he's going to stay in the game.
St. Thomas, ball in. And a skip across the floor. They get it into the front court. And shooting a three-pointer there. Not able to knock it down was Ricks III, and we'll have a foul on the rebound.
Jared Cattell, just effort, energy.
Fourth personal, third team foul.
Guy Littlefield has it on the inbound. He crosses over between the legs, gets it across, and he gets into the paint. Will he go up with it? He indeed does. And a nice, strong finish there from Guy Littlefield, taking it himself coast to coast.
Well, that's how we do it in Forest Grove.
Talk about it.
Cutting it to 12 and still plenty of time as boxers look to stop.
Nice spin baseline and a finish there from Kalen Anderson. Just a great move and an even better finish.
Yeah, can't stop Kalen on that spin move there inside.
And we got a foul on the floor.
Fouls on St. Thomas, number 1, Gray Ricks, the third, first
Ricks the
personal,
third,
fourth team foul.
first personal foul, fourth team foul on St. Thomas.
And we're going to watch the fouls for you here, Boxer Faithful. There's 4-3, and the Celts have the 4. Hopefully, they keep the pressure. Maybe we can get some free throws in a bonus situation early enough in this half. As
Spinning
Chung
is Chung, and he finishes in the paint.
loses his defender in the dust and finishes with a sweet touch. That's 10 for Chung now on 4 for 9 shooting.
Nguyen with it up top. He's guarded by Cotton Jr., spins into the paint, puts up the one-handed under-scoop shot, but couldn't finish it. Now Winkler pushing it the other way, trying to direct a bit of traffic between the legs. Cross, is he going to go up with it? He doesn't. He hands it off to Bolger. Bolger trying to strong arm his way into the paint, and he's fouled on the jump hook. And rather than making the jump hook, he'll try to make 2 free throws here after a little bit too much contact was made by St. Thomas on that one.
This will be his first trip to the line tonight, Bolger. And it's the first one.
And that one comes off the front end of the rim. And Cotton picking up Nguyen. Nguyen skipping it to Golazewski, who throws it up the floor to Altamirano, driving baseline, kicking it across the corner. Three-pointer is up. It's no good from Ricks the third. Bolger with the rebound, passes it to Winkler. Winkler pushing it the other way. In and out dribble. He's going to go up with it. Can he finish? He cannot. Cotton Jr. will, though. Thank you.
Woo-hoo!
Second chance opportunity makes it a single-digit ball game.
And just right back to work, the Celts. But thank goodness the Boxers, they stopped that transition. And they look to run a set, do the Celts. They swing it around.
The Boxers got to figure out a way to muster up some energy here in the Stoller Center, but that's not how you do it. Giving up a basket to Sanchez there. Winkler, is he going to go one-on-one here? Crosses over and loses his footing. Ball thrown up the floor. Altamirano able to re-corral the pass. Missed, but the putback by Golazewski put St. Thomas up 13.
Yeah, they just keep coming back. Any turnover, and they're off to the races as Chung's too strong off the glass, and here they come again.
In transition, the three-pointer is short. Now, the Boxers have it. Ball in the corner to Chung, who will launch the corner three-pointer, and he hit the net, but not because it went through the rim. A super short shot there by Chung. Nguyen in the corner. He's guarded by Jacob Bolger. Looking for a teammate. Throws it back up top. Nguyen gets it again on the wing. And St. Thomas slowing things down here in the half court. Certainly against the mantra of the Boxers and their playing style. A nice find. The reverse layup missed there, though, by Sanchez. And no foul was called on that contact. Bolger has it, and a blocking foul will be called. So
that's the right call. He was sliding into position. Bolger just ended up blasting him, barreling him over to the floor, and looks like they're going to take a quick timeout.
Yep, we got a media timeout on the floor. 62-49 is the score. 11:24 remaining here in the ball game. We'll be back here with you after the media on the Boxers Sports Network.
Boxers inbound to Ridley. And he's short off the front rim.
Ridley missing the jump hook there. And now we've got a foul on the floor. James Corey charged with it. That'll be the 4th team foul against the Boxers. And St. Thomas currently has 6 team fouls here, so they're one away from making this thing a bonus situation for Pacific.
Wind goes down hard.
Ridley charged with the foul that time around.
His 2nd personal.
Ball is in. Crowd trying to give this spark here for the home team. And a kick.
Great
swing.
pass.
Nice pass and an even better shot. Arnold to Nguyen on the connection there. St. Thomas up 16 here on the road. Cattell trying to make a way for Pacific. He goes up, cannot finish, grabs the rebound, goes right back up, can't finish again. And with the rebound is Austin Arnold. Now pushing it the other way is Golazewski. He throws it up the floor to Kanafani. Swing, ping, knock it down there. Nguyen hitting back-to-back three-pointers there. And my goodness, it's getting out of hand in favor of the University of St. Thomas.
Littlefield with a nice behind-the-back pass. It's coming right back to him. Oh, he's going to look to shoot that.
And he hits nothing. But Cattell hustles and sends it to Littlefield, who throws it into Corey, steps through and a finish for James Corey of the Boxers.
Great heads-up play.
Much needed for Pacific. And another one, splash. Splash.
Austin Arnold has just been lights out from beyond the arc. He's 2 for 5 from back there.
Cattell puts it on the deck, tries to finish with the left hand, and does, drawing the foul in the process. Opportunity at a three-point play. And a nice block there from Bolger. Kanafani gets it right back, though, underneath. And it'll be Pacific's basketball now after that made bucket. 19-point lead for the University of St. Thomas.
It's going to be
an offensive foul there.
He extended that left elbow.
Charged against the Boxers.
Yeah, I mean, when you're trying to generate offense and just digging yourself out of a giant hole like that, those sort of errant, bonehead calls, bonehead plays, they end up happening as Wynn streaks down, and he's popping right back out, looking to set back up.
Now, here's the thing. If the Boxers figure
answer yet.
Absolutely. The Boxers not able to execute, forcing turnovers on the front end of the pressure. And St. Thomas has certainly settled in. And we've got a full timeout on the floor. I believe it's the media once again. We'll be back here with you on the Boxer Sports Network shortly. Kanafani going to shoot the free throws for St. Thomas. Well, the free throw. He had an prior to the timeout there. Try to make it a 23-point lead for his squad. Can he do it? He can't. At least not that time.
Look for Mario to let one fly again as he's isolated at the elbow.
Really fakes the pass, drives, passes it off to Carmichael underneath.
And just hands inside. End up swarming on that action that the Boxers were running. Well, you got a foul on the floor. Littlefield's going to go ahead and be the benefactor of that and get himself 2 free throws. This is what the Boxers want. Okay, they want to go ahead and score buckets when the clock is stopped. And Littlefield does just that. He gets that one to fall as the Boxers cut it to 21. There's still a lot of chunk of change left on the clock. Let's see if the Boxers can score, of course, but also make some stops on the other end. As Littlefield goes for a second, and he knocks it down. Sells will take it out, and they are pressuring the Boxers.
Ball is in. Hood taking it up the sideline. And they'll break that pressure. Swing, swing, ping. That one's a miss. And Guy Littlefield taking it the other way. In and out dribble. Passes it to Cattell for the straightaway tray. Woo! And he nails it. And an overthrow on the other end will result in a St. Thomas turnover.
Bailed out, though, Devon. Bailed out. The Boxers too busy celebrating. Kanafani leaking out, looking to get another easy cherry-pick basket and just barely through his hands as that's a turnover. But I tell you, that's just been the story of the night.
82-65 is the score. Pacific down at home. They got to try to make a run for it. Just 7:18 remaining here in the ball game. It's been a long night, starting with an overtime game between Colorado College and Linfield's women's programs.
And Ethan Chung's effort just off the rim, falling into the hands of the Celts.
Boxers pressuring in the backcourt. Hood has it. He's guarded by Winkler. Hood behind the back dribble, drives, kicks it across the floor to the corner. Kanafani swishes it.
Putting it right back to a 20-point game. That's a big shot in the corner for Kanafani.
Winkler in and out cross. Passes it to Cotton Jr., who throws it out to Chung up top. Crossover from Chung, spinning into the paint. Finds Bulger underneath, and Bulger will finish the up and under reverse layup there. And the Boxers' pressure, will it suffice? So far, it has not necessarily. Hood kicks it to the corner, and you don't get a make there from that of Austin Arnold. Chung driving, can't finish. Will go to the line, though.
Looks like they're going to call that before the shot went up. Oh, right, they're in the bonus, so I guess it wouldn't matter anyhow.
Well, I think they called it a shooting foul anyway, because even being in the bonus, I don't know if that was the 10th foul, but on the scoreboard it says 9. which means we would still be in a 1-and-1 scenario. But Chung not capitalizing at the free throw line anyway. Got to hit your free throws.
Got some substitutions as Tyree Hicks checks in out of Detroit.
And Chung knocks that one down. Ball in. Number 2, Marion Williams, seeing some action now for St. Thomas.
Not good when the deep on the bench are getting run.
Defensive chance being screened. Ridley shooting the gap. And he'll lay this one in with the left hand. Trayvon Ridley with some good hustle on that one, able to finish on the other end.
Get a couple more of those and we're in business. Back
Ball
up top
top
to win.
With Nguyen. Nguyen dribbling between the legs. Cattell's guarding him. Crosses over 2 times. Spins into the painted area. Shoots the one-handed jumper. Can't make it. Will they go back up with it? Marion Williams will shoot it. And it'll count only as a 2.
Wow.
But
foot on the line.
A bailout bucket with the shot clock expiring. Littlefield kicking it to Tyree Hicks, and a travel will be charged to Hicks there.
He was doing the Cupid shuffle down there when he should have been driving to the basket.
5:04 remaining here in the ball game. The Boxers going to have to do something miraculous if they want to win this one. Ball thrown into the front court to Nguyen. He'll hold on to it, try to run some clock. It's obviously in favor of his team. Juan Hood with it outside. He's guarded by Tyree Hicks. Hood keeping the dribble afloat.
We got 5 Boxers at the scorer's table. It looks like Coach is going to try to make a late run with his starters.
Corner three-pointer from Williams. He can't make it.
Ball.
Way off. Shot clock still running. Hood launching off glass. He can't hit it. But the Boxers can't get any rebounds underneath. And going up and finally finishing after a plethora of chances is Joshua Sanchez. Pushing it is Littlefield. He'll go up, can't finish through traffic, and getting fouled on the second chance opportunity was Trayvon Ridley, so he'll go to the line and shoot a couple free throws.
4 minutes and 16 to go as there's a 19-point lead. The Boxers are facing down. Ridley at the head of that, trying to get these 2 free throws to drop. It has been a long night for the Boxers, and they are switching it up. Everyone but Ridley getting swapped out. These are starters, folks, so it looks like Coach is just trying to make a nice one last gallant effort to try to do something crazy here. And the final game of this Ken Schumann Classic here in Forest Grove, Oregon.
Ridley coming off the floor. Bolger to replace him. Kafani finds Hood. Hood pushing it up the sideline. Circling his dribble out. Keeping his bounce alive. He's guarded by Wagner. Hood now driving. Finds Adebo underneath. Ball swung around.
Gambles and loses.
Pump fake in the corner, and a travel will be charged to Nguyen there. 18-point deficit for Pacific at home. Last media timeout of the day. And we'll be right back here with you just after it on the Boxer Sports Network. Winkler with it. Passes it out to Chung, who spins into the paint. Picks up his dribble, trying to step through to find an angle to get a shot off, and draws a foul in the process.
Hard-fought foul by Ethan Chung there. Again, Boxers just trying to generate any sort of offense they can, as it has just come to a screeching halt where they are just having to scratch and claw for every single bucket they're getting here late with 3:37 to go, as this Ken Schumann Classic is looking like it's coming to a close here fairly soon.
First free throw, good money. And more of the same on the second free throw. Hood skips it across the floor in the backcourt. And Cotton
steal
with a solid steal. He'll Euro his way in, missed the layup. Will he go back up with it?
Oh, no.
He won't, but a foul on the floor will send him to the line to shoot a couple.
Ethan Chung went down in that scuffle there. It looks like he got tripped up and did something nasty to his right ankle. He's trying to walk through it, but you can tell he is in pain as some of the Celts are coming over to check on him. Great sportsmanship. You love to see that. Cotton Jr. going to take his free throws, and we're going to look at Chung here in a minute and see how he's feeling. As Cotton Jr. knocks the first one down, and coach is going to look like he's going to try to get him out of there. He's in pain, and the Celts are changing out. Yeah, there he goes. Chung hobbling off. You hate to see that late in the game when you get injured like that. It's tough, but it's best to just take a seat and start the recovery process as early as you can. And Cotton Jr. knocks his second one down. The Celts are going to take this ball out. 3:23 left to go here.
Cotton Jr., can he get another steal? He does. Cattell for three.
Oh,
he can't make it, though.
And you love that effort. Gosh, that one would have set this place ablaze.
Yeah, if he would have hit that, it would have been just an 11-point game with still more than 3 minutes left to play. Again, as I mentioned time and again, those runs can be expedited on either side of the coin, just depending upon who's executing. When you're playing this style of basketball, always an opportunity for this game to crack wide open in favor of either team, depending upon who figures it out first.
And Ethan Chung is back in the game. What a warrior. Boxer fans, they love to see that. That's going to...
First free throw good from Nguyen.
It's great to see that, you know. I'd love to see the toughness and the grit that this Boxer team has. It's going to be a heck of a season for them. For both squads, to be sure. And we hear some rumbling in the stands. They're still trying to get some fight.
Perfect 2 for 2 on that trip for Nguyen.
Littlefield all the way. Floater in the lane is no good. Rebounded by the Celts. Looking to push the action.
Nguyen has it. He's guarded by Jared Cattell.
Hounding him up there at the elbow. Gets by him.
Finds a flasher. Step through, jump stop, no good. And over the back foul on Anderson. It'll be Pacific basketball.
Yeah, he tried to make up for his mistake of getting stripped and ends up giving him a foul on the other end. 2:47 to go here, Devon. Let's see if we can't see something happening. There's Ethan Chung back at the line. He has been really good for them tonight. 13 points. Shooting numbers are a little low, 4 of 11, but his effort has just been, he's been all over the place all night. 2 steals for him. 2 assists, 2 rebounds. I mean, that's great. 5 of 6 from the line. He's going to go for his first. Knocks it down. 76-91 with 2:47 to go. The Boxers just trying to manufacture some sort of magic here. Ethan Chung hits his second, and we got another timeout. Looks like going to be a full timeout there on the floor.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here with you,
That will turn into a full because of the media. 91-77 is the score in favor of the guest team from Texas, University of St. Thomas. And we'll be back here with you just after the media break. And we're back. Hood
like
catches the inbound pass, throws it up the floor to Nguyen. Nguyen back to Hood. And trying to run some clock out here is the Celts. And we got a foul from Mario Mora, sending Nguyen to the line. Nguyen, who's 2 for 2 from the line here tonight. He'll try to do more of the same to extend the lead for his squad.
And if this is the game we're playing, Devon, especially if 25 down there can hit them free throws, I mean, I just don't see how much more the Boxers can try to go for here as Nguyen hits his second. Littlefield takes it up the court, getting pressured still at half court by Hood, and passes it off to Ethan Chung, looking to drive inside, scoop up, over, and it's out. But he gets it right back, and he puts it up, and he's in.
Nice, strong finish there from Ethan Chung. Let's see if the Boxers can force a turnover here. Nguyen throwing it up and across the floor to Ricks the third. Ball back up top with Hood. Now passed across to Nguyen. Nguyen guarded by Mora. Keeping his bounce alive.
Picks it
passes
up, gets it past
to a cutter, but a turnover there after Ricks the third threw it away. Nguyen able to get it right back. And Hood going to slow things down here for St. Thomas as he gets fouled finally by Jared Cattell.
Yeah, Hood wears the floor general cap for this team, but Nguyen's the one that's really been game managing at the end of this fourth quarter here. And with 1:38, with 14 points in between these two teams, Hood at the line for his first one. He knocks it down. Make that a 15-point game, and Devon, this one's all but over as the Boxers' valiant attempt at trying to make a big comeback from down as much as 21 at 1 point, cutting it, but it's not cutting it.
Not cutting it enough. And St. Thomas forcing another turnover there. A Guy Littlefield travel. Just over 1.5 minutes left in this ball game. We've been here all day. And we'll be out of here shortly, as it's looking like St. Thomas will come away victorious here in Forest Grove tonight. Both Boxer teams taking losses here tonight.
Yeah, and
they were able to sweep their opponents away yesterday, but today they go a combined 0-2 barbecue. And
I could go.
You feel much better, though, if you're the Boxer women. Not in terms of losing the game, obviously. You never want to play to lose, but what a competitive game that was as they lost to the opposing Trinity University. Both of those teams not only will probably make it to the postseason, but you never know. They could end up facing off in an NCAA tournament. I mean, that was high-level basketball from both programs. Obviously, plenty of season left to play. We're just in November, the first month of college basketball. We've got a few more months of it to be able to find out if any of that will come true. But my goodness, there's no doubt that that wasn't just only the game of the night, but that was the game of the Ken Schumann Classic this weekend.
Yeah. Definitely the game of the Classic, to be sure. And also, to be even surer, I mean, the state of Texas came and they showed their teeth.
Yeah, they sure did do that, knocking off both boxer teams here today. And although St. Thomas did lose yesterday to George Fox, they are able to beat the Boxers today. And in the case of Trinity on the women's side, they absolutely annihilated the Linfield women's program. And we already spoke about how great of a game it was as they beat the Boxers by just 3 points, coming down to one last shot on a Boxer miss. And sort of a controversial miss. It could have been a foul call made there, but the refs, I should say, decided not to blow the whistle, and another finish there for Juan Hood. Cattell shooting the corner three. Way off is Jared Cattell, but coming away with the steal and the basket there is Sean Cotton Jr. He's had a pretty solid game here today. He's in double digits in the points column, has 4 steals, 5 steals, 13 points, 7 rebounds.
Yeah,
stuff in the stat sheet indeed, but it's not going to be enough to come away victorious.
No, it's not. And you got Mr. Joshua Sanchez, the leading scorer for the Celts. He's going to give you 16 on 5 of 8.
Step back three from Hood is way off. Coming up short there. Mora pushing it the other way. Passes it to Cattell, who's going to launch the three. Splash. Cattell going to shoot it again. No splash. And that's all she wrote, folks.
I can hear her singing.
Here from the Ken Schumann Classic, the last and final game, University of St. Thomas comes away victorious over the host Pacific University Boxers. And a solid game by them in that regard. I'm going to try to pull up some of the final scores here for both programs. For the entire weekend, excuse me.
What a weekend it's been, Devon.
Bear with me for just 1 second.
This is the only day that I've been to the Classic, but even in this day, we saw overtime games, we saw ejections, we saw huge lead changes, comebacks, big-time shots, big-time players make big-time plays down here. And like I said, the state of Texas came out, and they ended up getting the taste of victory here at the Ken Schumann Classic down here in Forest Grove.
So a brief recap of all the games played here this weekend. Yesterday, starting at 2 p.m., Trinity University knocked off Linfield 92-68 in that matchup in what was an absolute blowout. Following that, George Fox University defeated St. Thomas, who just won here 85-76.